Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Monday, 27th November 2017. I'm Fredecia Liebert. The Customs and Excise Department here on Nevis will be hosting an auction sale tomorrow, Tuesday, 28th November at the Long Point Port. Assistant Comptroller at the department, Roger Fifield, outlined the items that will be on sale.
There are a number of items that I think that would, spark some interest. For instance, if I just have a quick look at my list here, we have for sale tomorrow, we have some furniture, we have clothing, we have building materials, including galvanized, we have electronics, we have auto parts, we have vehicles, yes, vehicles. We also have wheelbarrow and wheelbarrow wheels. We have toys, we have books, television, paint. I think too we have stove, and we have a number of other appliances, and believe me, they are good, they are in good condition, and you need to be there in order to benefit from this action sale.
Fifield also said that there will be a viewing for persons who are interested in seeing the items that will be available from 12 p.m. tomorrow up until 12:55 p.m. He then outlined the process of bidding.
The sale would be awarded to the highest bidder. And of course, we dubbed the term cash on the fall of the hammer. Now, I know some persons would have been asking if they can pay by check. Of course, you can pay by check. But what we are saying by the fall of the hammer is that you won't be able to get any credit. So you won't be able to bid, for instance, on some furniture and say you want to pay, next week or tomorrow. And this is really serious business. Once you have bid, you would have, it's basically you have to bind yourself. You will have to come up with the monies. So we want the process to be as smooth and as possible. So we are asking you, please, if you come in and you're really not interested in bidding, if you just want to probably see what the process is like, if you haven't seen it before, you can just come and you can, just be quiet.
Fifield also spoke about the process upon entering the port's facility. When
you come to the Long Point Port, you would have passed through security, of course, and, do whatever necessary to get you into the compound, and then you would proceed straight to the warehouse, and then the auction sale will actually be held at the back of the warehouse. And then for the vehicles, we would move across to the parking lot where the vehicles are parked, and we would have that portion of the sale right at the site where the vehicles are parked.
The auction sale begins tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the Long Point Port. Officers of the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services Nevis Division responded to a fire call at the school 9:17 p.m. On arrival, they met a small section of a wooden building on fire. They successfully contained the flames with the use of the fire tender. The cause of a fire, which destroyed a classroom at the Charlestown Secondary School, CSS, on November 25th, has not yet been determined, but investigations are ongoing, Divisional Fire Officer on Nevis, Mr. David Stapleton, says. Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education on Nevis, Mr. Kevin Barrett, described the incident as unfortunate. He thanked the officers for their quick response and promptly extinguishing the fire. Barrett said he has already met with Mr. Juan Williams, CSS Principal, and Edson Elliott, Education Officer responsible for the secondary schools on Nevis, to find space to place the displaced students and to plan the way forward. The Permanent Secretary said that the fire posed a difficult situation for the school's management and staff and appealed to the public to volunteer any information regarding the fire.
And I'm appealing to anyone out there, if there is any information that you could give to our police officers, the fire department, as to what might have been the cause of this incident. It's really under investigation still, as the officers have told me and assured me. But it is one of the things that principal and his staff should not have to deal with, coming to the place of work and meeting this type of damage. And it is sad.
The building, known as Block D, houses 2 4th form classes and 1 5th form. The fire destroyed 1 4th form classroom, but due to the close proximity of the other classrooms and health concerns, the other classrooms cannot be utilized. As a result, more than 20 students have been displaced. Barrett stated that on the scene of the fire, Honorable Vance Amory, Premier of Nevis and Minister of Education, Honorable Mark Brantley, Deputy Premier, Honorable Troy Liburd, Junior Minister, and Wakely Daniel, Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, and himself had a good conversation with Juan Williams, Principal of the school, and assured him that he had the support of the Ministry of Education. The annual Charlestown Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony takes place tomorrow, Tuesday 28th, at the War Memorial Square in Charlestown. The ceremony, held under the theme Grateful Hearts, is being held under the patronage of Mrs. Myrtle Howell of Stony Grove. Howell, in an interview with Communications Officer in the Ministry of Social Development, Curtis Morton, briefly expressed her thanks to the ministry for having chosen her as the patron.
I must thank the social welfare,
Social
development for asking me to be the patron, and I'm looking forward, to be there. Hope they'll start on time.
Howell, who is originally from Gingerland, moved to Charlestown when she got married to the late Mr. Howell. She managed a snackette next to the Charlestown Secondary School, where students would come to purchase their food items. She spoke about the first set of students who patronized her snackette.
Very good, especially the first set, which was like Sterling and Carlisle Powell. They were well-behaved children and mannersly. And many more. That was in, I think, is the same year.
78.
Yeah. And, many more children started coming. The business was good, and the children, love my sandwiches and whatnot.
The ceremony tomorrow will feature various local acts who will render different song, dance, and poem renditions. The ceremony begins at 6:30 p.m. All are invited to attend. Still to come, NIA issues amnesty for non-nationals on Nevis. The details when we return.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Queen City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.
Welcome back. The following is a notice from the Premier's Ministry dated November 23rd, 2017, pertaining to an amnesty for non-nationals. The Premier's Ministry, through its Work Permit Office, wishes to inform all non-nationals residing on Nevis who are in arrears of payment for work permits, annual residency, school attendances, student visas, and visa extensions that an amnesty has been put in place for all outstanding amounts owing to the Nevis Island administration up to the end of 2017. However, for one to benefit from this waiver of outstanding amounts, work permit and annual residence applicants are required to visit the Work Permit Office of the Premier's Ministry at Pinnis Estate and make the payment for their 2018 work permit and annual residencies on or before the 31st day of March 2018. To further encourage non-nationals to regularize their status, those who pay for 2018 on or before March 31st, 2018 will benefit from a reduction in annual residence fees of $500 and a reduction of $1,000 in work permit fees. This amnesty is being extended to all non-nationals residing on Nevis only. Failure by anyone affected by this notice to regularize himself or herself at the work permit office on or before March 31st, 2018 will result in he or she having to settle in full all outstanding amounts owed before the amnesty was implemented. The Nevis Island Administration, through its Premier's Ministry, encourages all non-nationals and employers on the island of Nevis to take full advantage of the amnesty period. The Nevis Island Administration values the contribution of everyone who considers Nevis to be their home and continues to work with all to create a harmonious society which is beneficial to all. At the recently held 44th annual graduation ceremony for the Gingerland Secondary School, under the patronage of Mr. and Mrs. Kervin Webb, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education Kevin Barrett was present and spoke on behalf of the Ministry of Education.
The Ministry and Department of Education congratulate you all for your sterling success today in achieving your graduation. This is indeed a proud moment for you, I'm sure. I'm certain that you must have put lots of effort and much passion into getting to this point of your life, this great achievement of graduating high school. So yes, feel free to wrap yourself in that sense of pride and accomplishment that one feels after achieving something that took great effort and commitment. This is your graduation, and you have earned it.
Premier of Nevis and Minister of Education, the Honorable Vance Amory, said that the successes of the students were a testament to the teachers' dedication.
And I want to thank the teachers especially, because sometimes we get the complaints, at other times you don't get the accolades you deserve. But today I want to give you, teachers, the accolades for staying the course, making the choice to give of your best in service to our children, and therefore preparing them to give of their best to their country and to subsequent and succeeding children, because some of them will be teachers.
The top student at the school for CSEC and on the island, Kervincia Webb, was the valedictorian of the ceremony. Webb attained a total of 12 subject passes with 12 grade 1s. The salutatorian, Yunole Pemberton, attained 11 subjects with 7 grade 1s. We would like to express a hearty congratulations to the two young ladies as well as the other graduates. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.